Hi. First, I want to thank you for being patient, waiting for this video about the vision. The vision lasted for 5 days, and then I ended up getting a stomach virus, which seemed appropriate because my physical body was on information overload, sensory overload, and intensity overload. So I think it was actually the first time in my life I was ever grateful for having the stomach flu because I needed to actually do a full purge, and that's what happened. So I'm feeling good enough now to do the video today. Before I get into the vision, I want to let you know why I'm sharing it with you in the way that I am going to share it with you. After the vision, I had received strongly in my spirit that I needed to write this all out in intricate detail and publish it. And I needed to start doing this promptly. So I'm all about honoring your higher self and honoring the universe and honoring the divine. That's of the utmost importance to me. That's how I live my life. I completely believe in honoring your higher self. But I also believe in honoring your word. And I told you that I would share this vision after I got myself together and processed it and, was able to translate it. So that is also important to me to be able to honor that. So I figured out a way to do both. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the condensed version of the vision, a very condensed version. And then I'm going to take the next few weeks and I'm going to begin writing this all out in detail. I need to meet up with a mathematician. I was given a mathematical formula in the vision as well, and I'm not a math person, but I'm going to take this time and I'm going to complete this task that was given to me. So during this time that I'm doing that, I'm not going to be putting out any YouTube videos. I'm not going to be posting on the community tab of the week ahead card reading. I will, however, respond to all of the comments and all of the emails that I've received over this past week. It may take me a few days to get through them because I am getting started on getting this written out basically right away. So that's how you're going to receive the vision in a very condensed form. Okay, on to the vision. It was extreme, but it was the most remarkable experience I've ever had in a vision. It was given to me in a multifaceted cube. And this is the second time in my life that I've ever received a vision in this way. But I was able to see it from all different angles and dimensions and just experience it in many different ways. It was really just intense. The whole vision was really just intense. And it was of the future. I was shown many different things of the future and how things are going to be in the future. And I really have no idea how far in the future this is. I mean, to my human mind, once I came out of the vision, I thought to myself, wow, this has got to be long ahead in the future, way ahead in the future. There's no way this could be happening right now. But I've also learned that anything can change in a moment's notice. Before I had this vision, I was in the middle of writing my first book, which has absolutely nothing to do with the vision. I was completing my master's degree. I was putting out YouTube videos. As you know, that was added to my life in January. And I was getting ready to open up my website in my healing center again to begin accepting clients again. And then the vision came, and all of that came to a screeching halt, and this has taken precedence over my life now. So it has definitely taught me that don't ever think that something's going to remain the same, or that things can't change, or that Something can't turn around because anything and everything can change in a moment. Believe that. So I really can't speculate when this is going to happen, but I was given an awful lot of information, so I'm going to get right into that. I had told you in the last video that it was all going to begin in July of 2019, and that's true. There is a new era that is going to begin July 2019. I would imagine that these things are going to begin changing gradually, but like I said before, you never can tell. Anything could happen in a moment's notice. So I wrote these things down because this is a lot to go over. And I'm just going to start at the top of the list. Scientific discoveries. They're going to go into explosions. There are going to be discoveries in an explosive manner like never before. There's going to be extreme advancements in science, and these are not going to be discovered through old professors and, old scientists that we know and we love. These are going to be discovered through children. I mean, like children age, young adults are going to discover these things. They are going to be the Teslas of the world now. Time is going to change. It's not going to be anything like what we know it as today. Clocks and watches are going to become obsolete. And I know that's difficult to believe, but this is what I was shown. And, when I write it all out, I will go into all the detail on that. The institution of marriage is going to change. It's not going to be anything like what it is today. It will be completely unrecognizable as to what we know marriage to be today. I was given an explanation on the event as well, what it is and what it is not. The internet will be nothing like we know it as today. The way we experience the internet today is a very flat way of experiencing it. And that's the only way that I can describe it. It's the only word that I can use to describe how it was shown and where it's going. We experience it in a very flat way today, and it's going to be very different in the way that we experience it in the future. School systems will be nothing like what they are today. The way that children will learn will be completely different than how school systems run today. Twin flames. True twin flames. What their purpose is in this new era, that was shown to me as well. A lot of what you hear today is just not the truth. So I will explain that as well. Gender identity will become obsolete. And I know that is really difficult to understand, and I don't have the time to go into it, but it will become obsolete, gender identity. Obesity will become a thing of the past. Obesity will not exist at all. It will become obsolete as well. The way you function as a human vessel will change greatly on many different levels. The way we function now is completely different than the way we are going to function in the future. Lifespans are going to change drastically, like immensely. They're going to change. Manifestation abilities. This was one of the things that I had a really hard time wrapping my human mind around. Manifestation abilities are going to be so beyond what you can even imagine them to be. I mean, I'm still having a difficult time grasping this one, but this is what I was shown, and I was shown it in detail. I was also given a mathematical formula, and when it was shown to me in the vision, I completely understood it on all levels. I mean, it made complete sense to me. And I remember thinking in the vision, I thought to myself, wow, universe, you are so brilliant. You really got it going on. This is awesome. I'm just amazed by the intelligence of the universe. And thinking about that now, when I think back at the vision, I think of all of the thoughts that could have came to my mind. That was it. That was the one I thought of. But I understood it completely when it was being shown to me. However, when I came out of the vision, I lost pieces and parts of the understanding of it because I don't interpret energy through numbers. I'm not a mathematician. I interpret energy in a different way. So I'm going to be meeting up with a mathematician. How we experience sexual encounters will be very different in the sense of basically what drives you sexually. And it's really difficult to condense this one. This is another one that I'm going to have to explain in detail. It's hard to grasp in just the fact that we're going to experience sexual encounters differently. But it was shown to me that way, and I will go into detail about that as well. Okay, now this one is a really important one, and this one I am going to go into detail about because I believe that this is something you will need in the coming months and even in the coming years with the energy waves that come in. I'm going to explain it as clearly as I can so that you can understand what I'm talking about. The solar energy, the sun, solar energy, is strongly connected to our cellular energy in the human vessel, our cellular structure, our cellular structure. They are very connected. And in the past, over the past thousands of years, we have been programmed in our cellular structure to either keep our focus in the past or keep it in the future. We're always looking behind us or ahead of us. And this is because it's been programmed through the program of greed, always wanting. Either wanting something different in your past or wanting something more in your future. But it's always a basis of greed, wanting more of something. So this has been programmed into our cells, and this has caused a great dysfunction in humanity by either staying in the past or staying in the future, or going into the future rather. So the way that we are going to be able to comfortably move through these waves of energy that are coming in is to remain in the now moment. And after I came out of the vision, I thought, well, that's seriously simple. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. You're telling me that's going to make all the difference. But I actually tested it out. I tried it. And the next time you are suffering from the energy waves, whether that be extreme fatigue or just feeling physically ill or physical pain anywhere in your body, anything that you experience when these energy waves come in, try this out for yourself and you will see that remarkably, this works. So whenever you're experiencing those things, just bring your consciousness into the now moment. And there's many different things you can do to bring yourself into the now moment. You can focus on your breaths. Focus on the breath that you take in slowly and focus on the breath that you are releasing slowly. Just pay attention to your breath. You can also take your index fingers on both hands and your thumb and rub them slowly together and look at them while you're doing it. That will bring you into the present moment as well. You can also snap your fingers. Start snapping your fingers and watch them while you're doing it. That will bring you into the present moment. You can count down from 10 to 1 slowly and deliberately. That will bring you into the present moment. So there's several different ways that you can bring yourself immediately into the present moment. And this works almost instantaneously. As soon as you bring yourself into the present moment, all of the symptoms begin to dissipate. If you're feeling physical pain, it begins to dissipate. If you're feeling fatigue, it begins to dissipate and you begin to feel more energized. So this is what you will need to do from here on out in order to comfortably move through this ascension, move through all the things that are changing. I mean, you don't have to do it. Of course, you can do whatever you want to do. But I am telling you, this is what I was shown, that this will help immensely to move through the rest of these changes that are coming in. So I felt it was necessary to share that portion in detail because that's something that everyone can use right now as these waves continue, as they become more intense, and throughout the ascension that you're going through. So that is the condensed version of the vision. And I mean, that was really condensed. To me, all these things are really good things, at least from my perspective. But of course, I got to experience it and I got to see it. But I also know that transitioning into this new era is going to be uncomfortable at times. No doubt. This isn't going to be an easy 1, 2, 3 thing and nobody feels any pain going through it. It's going to be uncomfortable to move through this great change. Just like any transition, there is a state of uncomfortableness. So using that now moment is going to help you, in one way to transition more smoothly. But one thing is certain is that come July 2019 and on, life as we know it, the world as we know it, is going to change immensely. And you will begin to recognize that in little ways or in great ways. I don't really know how it's going to come about, but I do know that it is coming. I was showing it clearly. So I wanted to honor my word and share this with you. And now I'm going to get started on the task that I was given and get this completed. And then I would imagine I'll return to all the things that I was doing before the vision occurred. So I will talk to you soon, and I'm sending much love and blessings.